Does your church need volunteers, or does it need a better volunteer system? Many churches keep asking the same faithful people to do more, while new people never receive a clear path to serve. Leaders send last-minute messages, schedules change, and Sunday morning becomes a search for whoever can fill the gap. The problem is not always a lack of willing people. Often, the church has never built a dependable process for helping people move from interest to confident service. Today, we are building that process step by step. A volunteer announcement can create interest, but interest is not a system. People need to know what the role involves, who will contact them, how they will be trained, when they are expected to serve, and what happens when they cannot make it. When those answers are missing, good people hesitate or disappear. The goal is not to pressure more people into serving. The goal is to create a clear path that helps the right people serve with confidence. 3 symptoms show that the volunteer process needs attention. First, the same dependable people are asked again and again. Second, leaders spend too much time chasing responses and filling gaps. Third, volunteers arrive without the information, training, or materials they need. These are not isolated people problems. They are process problems. A healthy system spreads responsibility, communicates earlier, and makes serving easier to understand. Here is the complete volunteer path. Invite clearly, connect quickly, place wisely, train simply, schedule early, confirm clearly, and review kindly. Each step should have one owner and one visible next action. When a person expresses interest, the church should not depend on memory. The system should move that person forward. When the process is clear, leaders stop improvising and volunteers stop wondering what happens next. Step 1 is to invite clearly. Do not only say, "We need volunteers." Name the ministry, explain what the person will do, and state the real-time commitment. A strong invitation might say, "We need 2 greeters who can arrive 20 minutes before worship twice a month." Specific language helps people picture themselves in the role. It also prevents volunteers from agreeing to something that later feels very different from what they expected. Step 2 is to connect quickly. Every volunteer response should go to one person or one shared list. Contact the person within 48 hours and provide one clear next step. That might be a short conversation, an orientation date, or a simple role form. Do not allow names to sit in a bulletin tear-off, inbox, or text thread for 2 weeks. Fast follow-up respects the person and keeps their interest from cooling. Step 3 is to place wisely. A vacancy is not enough reason to put someone in a role. Ask what they enjoy, what experience they have, when they are available, and what environment helps them serve well. Then offer a trial period. A person may discover that greeting is a better fit than technology, or that monthly service is healthier than weekly service. Good placement protects the ministry and the volunteer. Step 4 is to train simply. Give each role a 1-page guide that answers the basic questions: when to arrive, where to go, what to do, who to ask, and what finished looks like. Demonstrate the task and pair the new person with someone experienced for the first assignment. Training does not need to be complicated. It needs to remove uncertainty before the volunteer is standing in the hallway on Sunday morning. Step 5 is to schedule early. Collect availability before building the schedule, publish it at least 4 weeks ahead, and keep one current version. Volunteers should not have to search through several messages to learn when they serve. An early schedule gives people time to identify conflicts and arrange replacements. It also helps leaders see gaps while there is still time to solve them calmly. Step 6 is to confirm clearly. Send one reminder at a consistent time and ask for a simple yes or no. If a person does not respond, follow up before the weekend. Do not assume that a delivered message is an accepted assignment. A confirmation loop protects the volunteer from embarrassment and protects the ministry from preventable gaps. Silence is not confirmation. Step 7 is to support the team. Essential roles should have a backup plan. Volunteers should know exactly how to report an absence without feeling guilty. Leaders should also thank people specifically, not only with a general announcement. Tell them what their service made possible. Support is not an extra feature. It is part of the system that helps people remain healthy and dependable. After the service or event, review the process. Ask what went smoothly, where confusion appeared, and what one change would help next time. Keep the review short and practical. The purpose is not to embarrass a volunteer. It is to improve the instructions, schedule, training, or handoff. When leaders review the system instead of blaming people, volunteers are more willing to speak honestly and help improve the ministry. You can manage this system with one shared list. Track the volunteer's name and contact information, role and availability, training status, and next step. Also name the leader responsible for that next step. You do not need expensive software to begin. You need one current place where leaders can see who is interested, who is ready, who is scheduled, and who needs follow-up. The first key insight is that clarity recruits better than pressure. Guilt may produce a quick yes, but it rarely creates long-term commitment. People respond more confidently when they understand the purpose, responsibility, schedule, and support connected to the role. Do not sell urgency. Show people a clear path to meaningful service. The second insight is that dependable Sundays are designed during the week. Early schedules, simple training, clear reminders, and visible confirmation allow problems to surface before worship begins. Leaders should not measure commitment by how well people respond to emergencies the system created. Reliable service begins with reliable preparation. The third insight is that healthy systems protect willing people. A dependable volunteer should not become the permanent solution to every gap. Use rotations, train backups, respect honest availability, and notice when someone needs rest. The goal is faithful service, not endless availability. A ministry that protects its people is more likely to keep them. Here is your action step. Choose one volunteer role that repeatedly creates stress. Write a one-page role guide. Name the leader who owns follow-up. Define the next step after someone expresses interest. Then schedule that role at least 4 weeks ahead and use a clear confirmation method. Do not rebuild every ministry at once. Create one dependable volunteer path, test it, and improve it. In the comments, tell me which volunteer role is hardest for your church to fill. A dependable volunteer team is not built by asking people to work harder. It is built through clear invitations, quick follow-up, wise placement, simple training, early scheduling, visible confirmation, and consistent support. Subscribe to the Organized Church for practical systems that strengthen ministry without exhausting people. In the next video, we will build a volunteer scheduling rhythm that helps you stop chasing responses and filling gaps at the last minute. Until then, remember, clear systems help willing people serve well.